In the co-main event, man, we've got Marlon Moraes versus Song Yadong, and you think about Song Yadong's career over the last little bit, and you're just kind of blown away, right? He's 7-1-1 at just 24 years old, and these are the kids that I just when I think about a sport, over the next 5 to 10 years, like where's this guy going to be at 10 years from now? He'll only be 34 years old, and he's got a 7-1-1 UFC record. And I mean, who knows? Like it's going to be incredible to watch his career grow. Probably one of the more underrated prospects in the entire UFC. Wins over Casey Kenny, Cheeto Vera, like those are massive dubs. And think about Marlon Moraes right now. Is he fighting for his career? Because the way I see it is, if you take that Aldo split win and consider it a loss, this guy's 0-5. I was such a big fan for so long, and things like losing doesn't change that. But in my mind, it's like, are we watching certain fighters have a sport develop in front of them where they can't seem to just keep up in some ways? I think that you look at the opponents and the style of fights that he's been in, it's just been a tough go for him. Guys like Corey and Rob Font, like these are tough fights. They're elusive, they're long, and their game plans just seem to work very well with Marlon. And in this fight, I think it's going to be a bit more of Marlon being the technical striker, with Song being the push forward, good cardio, big strikes. Like he loves that hook. Both sides. I mean, he throws with some serious intent, and fighting out of the camp that he does, the level changing opportunities will be there. I think when you consider Marlon's just keys to victory here, I think the kicking game is so important. With a guy like Song Yadong, it's the legs and it's the body. You want to slow him down, hit the legs. You want to tire him out, hit the body. Marlon's kicks are hard. I don't want to see Marlon Moraes get into a, brawler style punching match with Song, because I really can see that going in a bad way for him. In this case, from a game plan idea, it's just, you can see Marlon doing very well with just attacking the legs in the early going, setting up some strikes, but then really attacking the body, really attacking those legs, because you want to slow him down, because once Song is slowed down, the power will dissipate, because Marlon clearly does well as fights progress. He's stealing split decisions. He's able to get those big wins. And I think that is the tail of the tape for him. He needs to get by other fighters' most energetic and powerful time so he can start doing his own work, because recently we've just seen that is a problem for him. And for Song, I mean, if his eighth win in the UFC is Marlon Moraes, we could be looking at a kid who by the age of 26 is already in the title picture. Like, that's how good he is. But this division is just insane. So when you think about, the trajectory for both guys with a big win, I mean, Marlon has a bit more to prove, but Song could be looking at the guys like Rob Font and maybe Cody comes back. I mean, I don't know, but probably boys. But I'm so interested to see if Song wins this fight, where he goes next, because the kid's an absolute beast. I love the boxing. I love that he can incorporate the wrestling, and I do love his ability to just push forward regardless of anything. So I want to lean Song as the favorite here. It's just, as much as I want to give Marlon some bump, I think it's going to be a pretty close fight. I don't see it being drastic, but Song is a -130, -140, makes a lot of sense. I just think that Marlon, if he incorporates that kicking style game plan where he's just constantly keeping his distance, avoiding those big shots and attacking the legs, attacking the body, he's a good chance of, getting that W back. But let's take a look here. Oh my God. -300 opener for Song. Obviously comes back to reality with -250 across the board. Marlon opens as a +235 and gets bet all the way back down to just under +200. That line is hilarious. Clearly the sharps and the big bettors who attack lines earlier all over that Marlon line. And we'll see if it gets any closer. I do think that Song's going to have a lot of bump just based on recency bias. This is a huge fight for recency bias, and so I just don't see that being a huge problem there.